Batting seventh, first baseman Reed Graham. The designated hitter will bat eighth. That's Landon Miller. And batting ninth is the catcher, Landon Martinez. James Leverton is the head coach of the McLennan Highlanders. This is the way he has filled out his lineup card to take on the Tyler Apaches. Leading off, the shortstop, Peyton Fergens. Batting second is right fielder, Brennan Sigler. Batting third, the second baseman, Tyler Ness. In the cleanup spot is the third baseman, Cooper McEnroe. Batting fifth, center fielder, Samuel Jenkins. Batting sixth and doing the catching, Michael Peavy. The designated hitter will bat eighth. That's Brock Lulowitz. Batting ninth is the first baseman, Brett Haggerty. Batting eighth is Haggerty, and batting ninth is the left fielder, number 49, Brennan Dickinson. On the mound for the Highlanders to start the game is Gino Zakorik. 6'4", 190-pound freshman out of Darien, Illinois. This will only be his third appearance of the year. In his previous two appearances, he's thrown a total of 5 innings, giving up a run that's earned on 1 hit. He's walked 1 and struck out none. Opponents hitting 125. Let me repeat that. Try this one more time, Lark. In 5 innings, he's allowed 1 run that's earned on 2 hits. He's walked 1 and struck out 4. Opponents hitting 125 off of Zagorak, who has a 1.80 earned run average. Both of his outings have been starts, and this is his second start against Tyler. When these two teams met in Tyler earlier this season, Zagorak went 2 innings, gave up a run on a hit. That run was earned. He walked 1, struck out nobody. So Tyler Zagorak gets another shot at the Tyler Apaches. Brett Doe, the head coach for the Tyler Apaches, a former player at Baylor University. Got into coaching, I believe was an assistant at Navarro, got his first head coaching job at Dodge City up in Kansas, and then recently moved back to Texas to take over the program at Tyler. Prior to his time at Baylor, he had played at Navarro, so that was his connection to get his first opportunity to coach over at Navarro. James Leverton, he played his baseball at Texas Tech. Wondered maybe those two players had played against each other at some point. They said no, they think James Leverton was maybe a year or so ahead of Brett. First pitch comes at 3:01, and it's high and away for ball 1. James Raychek leads it off. First time these two teams played. He hit the only home run for the Apaches. He hits this on a bounce back up the middle. Zagorak flags it down and will run it over and underhand it to first base for the first out. So now here's Davis Perkins. Perkins, the shortstop, is from South Lake Carroll High School up in the Metro Mess. Team leader in runs scored with 34. Hitting from the right side against the right-hander. 85 degrees at the start of the game with a partly cloudy sky overhead and a pretty strong wind out of the south blowing out of the left field at about 15 to 20 miles per hour. First pitch to Davis is swung and a miss for strike 1. 6 foot, 175-pound freshman, hitting .359 for the Apaches. Hits this one on a slow roll out to the second baseman, Tyler Ness. He'll get it over to first base for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down. Here comes the third baseman, Landry Stamps. Stamps is a sophomore. He's from Keller originally, hitting .337 on the season. This is a Apache team that's hitting .315 as a group. And has scored 301 runs on the year. First pitch hacking, he sends a fly ball out to right field. Going back as the right fielder, and he's over his head. Ziegler could not get to it until it got to the warning track, and it's a 2-out double for Landry Stamps. Stamps with his 6th double of the year. So 2 outs and a runner in scoring position for Ben Coate. Lefty hits the first pitch high in the air down the right side, getting over his Sigler, and he can't make the catch at the foul line. Makes a diving try for it. The runner has scored. The batter runner is on his way to third. The throw is not in time. Long run for Brennan Sigler to try to get to that ball. It's a triple for Ben Coate. And the Apaches strike with 2 outs here in the first to take a 1-0 lead. First triple of the year for Koch and his 17th RBI. Now he's at third base for Cal Fingelson. Fastball is outside for ball 1. Fly ball, first base side, going to get out of play. That's a little blooper down the right side. It's another long run for Sigler. This time he chases it down for the third out to retire the side. For Tyler in the first, they get a run on 2 hits. All came with 2 outs. There was no Highlander errors and 1 man left on base. We head to the bottom of the first with our score. Tyler 1 and McLennan coming to bat.
MCC has definitely benefited me most on not only what I want to do, but who I aspire to be. Expect every professor to help you become who you want to be and more. Create your own success at MCC.
Whether you're fast-tracking toward a rewarding career or building the foundation for advanced studies, you'll find a path to success with one of McLennan Community College's 140-plus degree and certification programs. MCC works for me.
McLennan Community College can give you the tools you need to meet your goals, whether you plan to fast track toward a successful career or lay the foundation for advanced educational opportunities. MCC works for me.
I mean, just to walk in here and see all these fans supporting us is unreal.
That's all you try to do is go out there and focus and do your job and just keep making one pitch at a time.
Right-handed freshman Nathan Parker, the starting pitcher for the Apaches against the Highlanders. 6 foot, 185 out of Canton, Texas. This will be his 9th appearance of the year, his 4th start. He's got 1 win, 1 loss, no saves. 16 1/3 innings. He has allowed 15 runs, 14 are earned on 25 hits. Walked 10, struck out 11. Opponents hitting .362. Off of Parker, who has a 7.71 earned run average. He's taking on a Highlander team that's hitting .298 as a group. And the leadoff hitter, Peyton Fergens, lines one into center field, and it'll bounce in front of Ben Koch for a leadoff single for Peyton Fergens. Fergens trying to get back in a groove after having a not so great series against Northeast Texas, just 2 for 12. So now he's at first base for Brennan Sigler. Takes a first pitch slider outside for ball 1. Sigler has the top average on the team. He's hitting .400. Appearing in his 30th game of the year. This is the 32nd game of the year for McLennan. Leads the team in hits with 38 and runs scored with 35. Takes a pitch on the outside corner to knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. Also the tops on the team in slugging percentage and on base percentage. He's on base 50% of the time he comes to the plate. Fergans with a nice lead at first base. The 1-1 pitch is hit in the air and deep to center field. Going back is the center fielder, Ben Koch. Still going back. And it's treetop tall and over the wall. A 2-run home run for Brennan Sigler. And the Highlanders take the lead at 2-1. Tenth home run of the year for Sigler and RBI number 22. He's now tied for the team lead in home runs with Samuel Jenkins with 10. Nobody out, bases cleared for the 3-hole hitter Tyler Ness, who has a 10-game hitting streak going right now. Takes the first pitch below the zone for ball 1. Ness is a sophomore from Turlock, California. 5'11", 180. His first stop in Texas was at Dallas Baptist. He's hitting 400 at this at bat. Pops this one into the screen above the on-deck circle on the third base side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ness has been hot as of late. 10 for his last 18 at the plate. Pops this one into the screen once again above the Highlander dugout. Takes the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Highlanders have a big series coming up this week in conference play as they will host Weatherford here on Wednesday with a 12 noon first pitch. Then they'll go to Weatherford on Friday to complete the 4-game series. That pitch is down low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Games are on Friday because of Easter coming up on this coming Sunday. 2-2 offering. Slowly back to the pitcher. Parker will take it over to first base, underhand it to Reed Graham for the first out. Now here's Cooper McEnroe. Highlander third baseman is hitting .360 on the year. 36 hits, includes 6 doubles, 2 triples, and 4 home runs. He has not missed a start this year. He has played in all 32 games for the Highlanders this season. First pitch is below the knees for ball 1. He's 8 for his last 17 at the plate, bringing his average up to that .360 mark. Takes a pitch on the outside corner at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. The outfield for the Apaches, you got Noah Pitty in left field, Ben Koch in center field, and James Raycheck in right field. We'll check the infield in a moment. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. On the infield for Tyler, Landry Stamps at third. Davis Perkins, the shortstop. Cal Fingelson at second base. Reed Graham at first. Anthony Martinez doing the catching for Nathan Parker. A 1-2. Just off the plate. Tough pitch to take with 2 strikes. Got something up that he felt he'd get the bat to and fouled it off on the first base side. Stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Outfield playing McEnroe mostly straight away. The right fielder, though, shaded a bit toward the right field line. There's a large gap between he and the center fielder. McEnroe hits it up the middle, and it gets into center field for the third base hit of the inning for McLennan. So McEnroe is at first base with one out. Here's Samuel Jenkins. Jenkins is a freshman out of Dallas, 6'2", 210. His first stop was at Baylor, just down the river from McLennan here. Gust of wind blowing out toward left field at about 25 miles per hour as he comes to the plate. Hits this one past the pitcher. The second baseman gets to it, flips it to the shortstop. The relay throw to first is not in time. Jenkins rolls into the 4-6 fielder's choice to retire McEnroe. And that'll bring up Michael Peavy with a runner at first and 2 outs. Peavy, the catcher for the Highlanders in this one, hails from Houston, Texas, 6'1", 175, a freshman. Seeing action for the 15th time this year, his 13th overall start. Slider clips the outside corner for strike one. Tried my best to block the wind out of our microphones, but we're still getting quite a bit of wind in there. Nice lead at first base for Jenkins. There he goes. Pitch is low and away. The catcher throws the ball almost into center field. It's backed up by the shortstop. So Jenkins has the stolen base. He's now at second. Stolen base number 8 on the year for Samuel. Now in scoring position for Peavy. Peavy with a chance to pick up his 12th RBI of the year. Slightly open stance in the right-handed batter's box for Peavy. On the ground to the first baseman. Nice pickup by Reed Graham. He'll outrun the batter runner to the bag for the 3rd out to retire the Highlanders in the first, but they come up with 2 runs on 3 hits. No Apache errors and 1 runner left on base. We played 1 and our scores, McLennan 2 and Tyler 1.
I mean, just to walk in here and see all these fans supporting us is unreal.
That's all you try to do is go out there and focus and do your job and just keep making one pitch at a time.
We on our way to the top, yeah, yeah, yeah. We on our way to the top, yeah, yeah, yeah. They gotta sit back and watch, yeah, yeah, yeah. We on our way to the, we on our way to the, yeah. We on our way to the top.
Look, make sure you mention my name with the greats. Whole lot of talk, but it ain't no debate. We light it up like we causing an accident, but it ain't no mistake. Seat at the table, I carry the weight. They want the beef, so we hide the stakes. Bust in the kitchen and fire the chef.
We on our way to the top, yeah, yeah, yeah. We on our way to the.
Six, 7, and 8 in the lineup for the Tyler Apaches here in the top half of the second, trailing 2-1. Noah Patty will lead it off, followed by Reed Graham and then Landon Miller. As Gino Zagoric back on the mound for his second inning of work. This is a midweek game, so most likely these two coaches will use several different pitchers in the contest. Trying not to use up anybody that they might need for their conference games coming up this week. Noah Patty steps into the right side against the right-hander. The first pitch he hits into the air to right field. Ziegler gives ground on it in front of the warning track, makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now here's Reed Graham, the first baseman. Graham's from Waxahachie, 6'6", weighs 220. Takes a pitch outside for ball one. Hitting 278 for Brett Doe and the Apaches so far. 20 hits, includes 6 for extra bases. That's in for strike one. Got 3 doubles, 1 triple, and 2 home runs. He's picked up 16 RBI along the way. One pitch is up high. Graham 0 for 4 against the Highlanders when these two teams met earlier this year over in Tyler. Took a little something off of that one. Had Graham unbalanced. Goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bork hunting his first strikeout of the game. Got it with a fastball at the knees in the heart of the plate. Borderline call goes the way of Gino Zagoric. 2 outs. And now here's Landon Miller, the designated hitter. First pitch is fouled off by Miller. Local product from Tyler Legacy High School, 6'1", 175. Just his 9th game to appear in his 4th overall start. 3 for 15 at the plate with a double. Takes a pitch, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Highlanders on top of the Apaches 2-1. Popped up. It is playable for the catcher. Peavy gets over in front of the Highlander dugout and on his knees makes the catch. So the 3rd out to retire the side. For Tyler in the second, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. At the bottom of 2 with our score, McLennan 2 and Tyler 1.
RJ's Bargain Center is your home team for appliances at unbeatable prices. From refrigerators to washers, dryers to stoves, you'll find brand new appliances with huge discounts. And just like your favorite local teams, RJ's is proud to support our community and local sports. Score your savings today at RJ's Bargain Center, 711 Lynn Street, Waco. Call 254-224-6178. RJ's Bargain Center, where big savings are always a home run.
MCC has definitely benefited me most on not only what I want to do, but who I aspire to be. Expect every professor to help you become who you want to be and more. Create your own success at MCC.
Apaches Nathan Parker returns to the mound for a second inning of work, facing the bottom 3rd of the Highlander order here in the bottom of the second. Brock Lulowitz, Brett Haggerty, and Brennan Dickinson. Lulowitz hitting from the left side. He has hit into some hard luck as of late. Now, he's not had a strikeout in 10 consecutive games. He keeps putting the ball in play, but unfortunately it's atom balls. Takes the first pitch upstairs for ball 1. Just 3 for his last 12 at the plate. Takes a pitch outside, 2 balls and no strikes. He's also got a great eye at the plate. He's only struck out 9 times this year against 22 walks. He's also been hit 3 times. Good man to have leading off an inning. Takes a pitch upstairs. 4-game series against Northeast Texas this past week. He just went 1 for 9 but scored 3 runs. Just can't seem to buy a hit right now. Started off like a house on fire, like 17 for his first 28 at the plate. Takes a pitch on the inside corner for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lulowitz is from Muskego, Wisconsin, by way of Wichita State. 6'1", 180, a freshman. Takes a leadoff walk. First free pass issued by Nathan Parker. Now here's Brett Haggerty, the first baseman. 23rd walk collected by Lulowitz this year. Haggerty's from Olympia, Washington. 6'6", 240, a sophomore. Seeing action for the 15th time this year. He hits a ball on 1 hop to the third baseman, who goes to second for 1. The relay throw to first in time. Around the horn, 5-4-3 double play. Now has us with 2 outs and nobody on here in the bottom of the second. Now here's Brendan Dickinson. Excuse me, Brandon Dickerson. I'll get it right. He's first pitch hacking and fouls it off. Brandon's from Little Elm. 5'11", 180, a sophomore. Seeing action for the 15th time this season, getting his 12th start. Just hitting a .156 for the Highlanders so far. 5 hits. They're all for extra bases, though. Takes a pitch on the outside corner for strike 2. He's got 3 doubles, a triple, and a home run out of his 5 hits. Gives him a .406 slugging percentage. Lines this one out into right field, and the right fielder charging, able to take it off the top of the grass. Nice play by James Rachik, sliding under the ball and getting a backhand glove to it for the 3rd out to retire the side. For McLennan in the second, no runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. We've played 2. Our score remains McLennan 2 and Tyler 1.
MCC has definitely benefited me most on not only what I want to do, but who I aspire to be. Expect every professor to help you become who you want to be and more. Create your own success at MCC.
Whether you're fast-tracking toward a rewarding career or building the foundation for advanced studies, you'll find a path to success with one of McLennan Community College's 140-plus degree and certification programs. MCC works for me.
Gino Zagorek back out for his 3rd inning of work. If he completes the inning, that will be his longest outing of the year, as he went 3 innings in his last outing against Coastal Bend, when he gave up no runs on just 1 hit. Faces 9, 1, and 2. And the Tyler batting order here in the 3rd inning. Anthony Martinez, the catcher, will lead it off. First pitch hacking comes up empty for strike 1. He's out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania. 5'10", 200-pound sophomore, hitting .209 on the year for the Apaches. Deep in the box on the right side with a straightaway stance. The 0-1 is upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Highlander defense has Brandon Dickerson in left field, Sam Jenkins in center field, and Brendan Sigler in right. Zagorik's 1-1 is still upstairs, 2 balls and a strike. On the infield for McLennan, Cooper McEnroe at third, Peyton Fergans the shortstop, Tyler Ness at second base, Brett Haggerty at first, Michael Peavy doing the catching for Gino Zagorik. That's in for a strike just above the belt on the outside third. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's 22 pitches now for Zagorik in the start. Looking for his second strikeout here. Slow curveball, that's hit a mile. That is treetop tall and gone. Anthony Martinez was apparently looking for that pitch and got his 3rd home run of the year to tie this game up at 2 apiece. No doubt about it, that was up in the jet stream that comes off of the 3,300-foot cliff behind the stadium. It was above the flagpoles. Martinez, his 3rd home run, his 10th RBI of the year. Back to the top of the order, and James Raycheck. Nice little breeze comes through and takes our carpet away that had some cabling. 1 ball, no strikes. That's popped up. That could be an adventure with the wind blowing is, but Tyler Ness seems to believe he's got it figured out, and he does make the catch at second base. So 1 out, 1 in. Now here's Davis Perkins. First pitch hacking, he sends this one foul beyond the first base bullpen. He grounded out to second base his first time up. Lowered his average about 4 points with the ground out. Fastball's in for a strike. 0-2 the count. Landry Stamps waits on deck. Oh, 2. This is outside. That's a good miss. Try to get him to chase after something out of the zone. 33 hits on the year for Perkins. 14 of them are extra base hits. 8 doubles, 6 home runs. Slow curve balls hit foul, third base side. He's at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, this is a Apache team that hits and scores. Started the day hitting .315 as a group. And has scored 303 runs now on the year. Tried to check his swing on a letter high fastball. Couldn't stop it. Second strikeout for Zagorik. Out number 2 here in the third. And now here's Landon Stamps, who doubled his first time up. Not only did he double, but he also scored in that first inning. Big swing and a miss there for strike 1. The double was his 6th of the year, along with a triple and a team leading 8 home runs. Second on the team in RBI with 30. Hits this one in the air to the center fielder, Jenkins. He's going back toward the wall, and before he gets to the warning track, will make the catch for the third out to retire the side. But the leadoff home run by Anthony Martinez has tied this game at 2 as we go to the bottom half of the third inning.
McLennan Community College can give you the tools you need to meet your goals, whether you plan to fast track toward a successful career or lay the foundation for advanced educational opportunities. MCC works for me.
I mean, just to walk in here and see all these fans supporting us is unreal.
That's all you try to do is go out there and focus and do your job and just keep making one pitch at a time.
We on our way to the top, yeah, yeah, yeah. We on our way to the top, yeah, yeah, yeah. They gotta sit back and watch, yeah, yeah, yeah. We on our way to the, we on our way to the, yeah. We on our way to the top.
Look, make sure you mention my name with the greats. Whole lot of talk, but it ain't no debate. We light it up like we causing an accident. But it ain't no mistake. Seated at the table, I carry the weight. They want the beef, so we hide the stakes. Bust in the kitchen and fire the chef.
We on our way to the top, yeah, yeah, yeah. We on our way to the.
Top of the batting order for McLennan here in the third. The game all tied up at 2 apiece. Peyton Ferguson singled and scored his first time up. That run was his 33rd run scored this year. Second on the team behind Brendan Sigler, the guys on deck. Takes the first pitch up high for ball one. Ferguson leads the team in walks with 33. He, along with Cooper McEnroe, have not missed a game this year. They've started every contest. Pitch goes to 2 balls and no strikes. Hitting .298 at this at bat. He had a tough series against Northeast Texas, just 2 for 12 last week. Trying to get back in the groove here. Not with that pitch. That's up around the bill of the cap, and it's 3 balls and no strikes. He's collected 35 free bases and only struck out 19 times. The 3-0. High and away, ball 4. Lead-off walk. That didn't help the Highlanders much in the second when Haggerty rolled into a 5-4-3 double play. That's just the second walk given up by Nathan Parker. Walk number 34 on the year for Ferguson. Now here's Brendan Sigler, who homered over the left side of the batter's eye in center field his first time up. Takes a pitch that bounces in for ball 1. Right now, Ziegler's probably taking a pitch till he gets a strike. Ferguson's maybe looking for a chance to go to second. Line drive almost takes the pitcher's head off. The second baseman stops it. And the Ferguson ran past second base, staying in the rundown, while the batter runner, he should have been down to second base. A good job by Ferguson. Number one, he overran the bag. He thought maybe it went into center field, I guess, and was on his way to third when he had to retreat and got into the rundown. Now Sigler behind him needs to get down to second base while Ferguson stays in that rundown long enough to get him to second base. And it's a fielder's choice for Sigler and 1 out. That's a 4 to 6 to 5 to who knows out on Ferguson. Now here's Tyler Ness. Takes a breaking ball off speed on the outside corner for strike 1. Ness has reached base in 11 consecutive games now. To go along with that 10-game hitting streak. Takes a pitch that bounces in. Nice job by the catcher, Anthony Martinez, to gobble that one up and keep Sigler at first base. Bottom of the third. We're all tied up at 2 apiece between Tyler and McLennan. Ground ball, fouled off at the plate. Count goes to 1-2. That's now hitting .395 on the year with 9 doubles, a triple. Still looking for his first home run of the year. Pops this one up, it's going to get out of play. Stays at 1-2. And this is a typical day at McClinton Field at Bosque River Ballpark. Temperature in the 80s with the wind blowing out to left at anywhere from 15 to 20. We've already seen 2 home runs in the game, 1 for each team. One-two pitch, changeup. He's out in front of it for the strikeout. First strikeout for Nathan Parker. Out number 2 here in the third. Now here's Cooper McEnroe, the third baseman. McEnroe singled his first time up. Now 3 for 5 against Tyler pitching. He out in front of a changeup on the first pitch for strike 1. I'm guessing Parker's going to go a few more innings because there's nobody warming up in the Tyler bullpen right now. Breaking ball is again fouled off the foot of McEnroe, and he'll hobble around a few minutes until he can get some feeling back in the toes. Head coach James Leverton going to come out and check on his third baseman. Wants to be sure he's okay. It's just one of those things you have to walk off. Behind the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Parker has come off speed to him the first 2 pitches of the at-bat. Let's see if he remains off speed or he tries to put some giddy up on something. Sigler with his lead from first base, being held there by Reed Graham. The 0-2 with the runner going, a swung and a miss for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Nathan Parker. Ends the Highlander third to get no runs on no hits. There was no errors, and there was 1 runner left on base. We played 3, and our score is Tyler 2 and McLennan 2.
RJ's Bargain Center is your home team for appliances at unbeatable prices. From refrigerators to washers, dryers to stoves, you'll find brand new appliances with huge discounts. And just like your favorite local teams, RJ's is proud to support our community and local sports. Score your savings today at RJ's Bargain Center, 711 Lynn Street, Waco. Call 254-224-6178. RJ's Bargain Center, where big savings are always a home run.
Need video?
.32 pitches for McLennan starter Gino Zagoric as he heads for the 4th inning, facing the meat of the order for the Apaches. 4, 5, and 6, Ben Koch, Cal Fingelson, and then Noah Patty. Koch tripled home a run his first time up. Squares to bunt and pulls back on the pitch down low for ball one. He's from Bullard, Texas, a sophomore, 6'4", 200. Has raised his average up to 397 with that triple, which was his first of the year. Takes a pitch on the inside corner at the knees for strike one. Again, Tyler came in 22-14 on the year. McLennan is 24-7 on the season. Pitch bounces in front of the plate. 2-1 to count. Apaches have played 5 more games on the year than McLennan. They play in Region 14, which is the eastern and southern part of Texas for junior college baseball. Ground ball toward the 4-hole. Tyler Ness, the second baseman, gets to it and drops it. On the exchange, Koch will be safe on the error. Leadoff batter aboard on the error, and that usually comes back to haunt a pitcher. Here's Cal Fingelson. He flew out to right field his first time up. All the way from Sydney, Australia. Watches the first pitch outside corner for strike one. 5'10", 185-pound freshman. Batting .458 to start the day. His 27 hits include 3 doubles and a triple. Throw to first base. That's going to keep Koch honest over there. He does have 15 stolen bases on the year, but he's not their biggest base thief. The 0-1 lined into right field for a base hit. Sigler gets it on a bounce and gets it back in. Good piece of hitting from Fingelson there. Pick up his 28th hit of the year. Two on with nobody out, and here's Noah Patty, the left fielder. Let's see if he's bunting. Redshirt sophomore from Carthage. With the fly out moments ago, is hitting .225 on the year. He's not bunting, and he hits the first pitch, a little looper out to the shortstop that Fergans takes care of for out number one. Runners did a good job of staying put. One out, now a double play gets you out of it. Reed Graham at the plate, struck out his first time. First of 2 strikeout victims for Gino Zagort. Takes a pitch below the knees for ball one. Graham hitting .274 at this at bat. 20 hits on the year, 20 runs scored with 16 RBI. Line drive at the center field. Sam Jenkins in his tracks now backs up a couple of steps, tagging at second and getting to third is Koch. Fingelson stayed at first. So runners at the corners with 2 outs now. It's up to the designated hitter, Landon Miller, to try to give Tyler the lead again. Miller popped out to the catcher his first time up. Go over to first base, but back under the tag is Fingelson. Another jump off of the bag and a throw over. But he's back safely. Fingelson acts like he's trying to draw that throw. He's drawing the attention away from the batter. First pitch is fouled straight back for strike one. Miller from Legacy High School in Tyler. Just hitting 188 on the year right now. His fourth RBI, stands at third base and represents the go-ahead run here in the top of the fourth. Another throw to first base. And Finkelson is back. Finkelson is 11 of 13 in the stolen base department. Popped up, is going to get out of play. Over the third base dugout. Over toward the batting cages. 0-2 the count. Two outs and runners at the corners. Chance for Tyler to recapture the lead that they grabbed in the first inning, but the Highlanders took it away in the bottom of that inning. Slow breaking ball, misses high and away. Zagorkin, his longest outing of the year, has a ball fouled off. As the 8-hole hitter Miller hangs tough. Another 1-2 pitch. I'll throw over to first base before that. Diving back to the bag is Finkelson. Again, fouled off. Miller making Zagorek work for the final out here in the top of the fourth. Single game today, so we're scheduled to play 9. Another throw to first base, diving back to the bag is Finkelson without a tag by Haggerty. Runner is off. The pitch, though, is swung and missed. Got him with the breaking ball with a lot off of it. Third strikeout for Zagorek. For Tyler in the fourth. No runs on a hit. There was an error, and there was 2 runners left on base. Head to the bottom of 4 with our score. McLennan 2 and Tyler 2.
Need video or audio solutions? Lighthouse Streaming, a full-scale media agency, can transform any event. Check this out. We're talking live streaming that's crisp and clear, event audio that hits every note, and church video and audio solutions that'll enhance worship. Corporate events, we got those on lock too. From concerts to conferences, Lighthouse Streaming and Audio makes your vision shine. Book your appointment now at lighthousestreaming.com or call 254-252-4206 for a free consultation. Let's elevate your event and light up the stage.
MCC has definitely benefited me most on not only what I want to do, but who I aspire to be. Expect every professor to help you become who you want to be and more. Create your own success at MCC.
Tyler starter Nathan Parker has needed 42 pitches to get through the first 3 innings. He faces 5, 6, and 7 in the Highlander batting order here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Samuel Jenkins will lead it off. He rolled into a fielder's choice his first time up. It's the first pitch foul, first base side. 5 for his last 15 at the plate is Jenkins. Line shot out toward left field. Left fielder Petty looks up, and it's gone. Samuel Jenkins with an opposite field home run gives the Highlanders the lead again at 3-2. Well, on a windy day like this, it's not real positive when the ball leaves the bat, whether it'll leave the yard or not. That one had enough backspin on it to carry it over the wall for the 11th home run of the season for Jenkins, and he recaptures the team lead in that department as he picks up his 28th RBI of the year. Now here's Michael Peavy. Takes the first pitch for ball one. On the ground to the shortstop. Davis Perkins handles that one over to Reed Graham for out number one. One out, one in. Here's Brock Lulowitz. Walked his first time up. First ball, hacking, sends it to the backstop. Again, Lulowitz just hitting into hard luck lately. His average dropped to 246. Breaking ball stays outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. He missed the first 9 games of the year due to an illness. Got a late start, but hit the road running. And he's averaging the 400 level after about the first 8 games he played. Keeps putting the ball in play. Again, 10 consecutive games now without a strikeout. That's a remarkable stat, especially in junior college baseball as far as I'm concerned. On the ground, the pitcher will knock it down, pick it up, and then underhand to the first baseman. That's the kind of luck that Brock Lulowitz has been hitting into as of late. 2 outs, and now here's Brett Haggerty, the first baseman. Haggerty rolled into a 5-4-3 double play his first time around. Getting 214 on the season. Getting a chance here in the midweek to got to improve on that 214. Takes the first pitch down low for ball one. Big swing and a miss on a pitch that dropped under his bat. Three for his last 13 at the plate. That nipped just a little bit of him, enough to get him to first base. Couldn't get the jersey out of the way of that one. Hit by a pitch for the first time this year, second time this year. He's a 2-out base runner for the 9-hole hitter, Brandon Dickinson. Dickinson flew out to right field his first time up. Fourth batter for Parker to hit this year. First pitch is above the letters for ball one. Sophomore from Little Elm. Trying to find his groove again. Hitting 156. Checked the swing on a pitch that's called strike one. He felt like it was going to be out away from the plate. Apparently nipped a corner. Leadoff home run by Jenkins in the inning has given the Highlanders the lead back at 3-2 here in the bottom of the fourth. Little looper out behind the shortstop position. That Texas leaguer is going to fall in for a base hit. The runner from first, Haggerty, is going to get all the way to third on the play. So good hustle by Haggerty to go first to third on the 2-out Texas leaguer to left center. And now the table set for the top of the order, Peyton Fergens. Fergens has singled and scored and walked, and now we're going to have a discussion on the mound as the head coach, Brett Doe, heads out to the hill to talk to his starting pitcher as well as his defense. I'm sure part of this is, he is going to go to the bullpen. He's going to make the call, so that's going to be it for the starter, Nathan Parker. He goes through the order 2 times and pitches 3 2/3 innings. He's given up 3 runs. They're all earned on 5 hits. Let me double check that. Yeah, 5 hits. They got 6 hits up on the board, but it's 5. He leaves with property on the base paths. 3, 5. Yeah, just 5 hits. He walked 2 and struck out 2. Also hit a batter. Go to the bullpen for Nolan Habel. 6'4", 200-pound freshman out of Legacy High School in Tyler. Is that right? Or is it? Take that back. I think this is 40 and not 41. This is Tyler Chapman. Chapman's from Albany, Texas, a sophomore, 6'1", 205. Tyler Chapman taking over, trying to get the final out here in the 4th inning. Chapman did see action against the Highlanders when these two teams played earlier this year over in Tyler. Just a third of an inning pitched when he picked up a ground out. And that may be the situation here. He may be just in for this one batter to get out of the inning and then go to somebody else. We'll see. Chapman is making his 8th appearance of the year. He's only thrown 6 innings, giving up 3 runs earned on 1 hit. He's walked 8 and struck out 8. 4.05 earned run average. Slider makes it to the inside corner at the belt for strike 1. Fergens now 2 for 5 against Tyler pitching in the 2-game series. Takes a pitch low and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Singled and scored in the first, walked in the third, but got erased on a rundown between second and third. 1-1. Got him. Slider kept bearing in and hitting. That's the second hit batter of the frame. And that loads up the bases with Highlanders, but there are 2 outs. It brings up Brennan Sigler, who's already homered in the contest. For Chapman, that's the 7th hit batter of the season. Sigler 1 for 2 with the 2-run homer and a fielder's choice. Takes the first pitch slider outside for ball 1. Fergens was hit by a pitch for just the 3rd time this year. Sigler's from Knoxville, Tennessee, a freshman. This pitch is way outside. Anthony Martinez has to go beyond the left-handed batter's box to keep that from going to the backstop. There is a right-hander getting loose in the pen for the Apaches. The 2-0. That slider hits the plate. Just a bit of the outside corner at the belt. Another good slider on the outside corner. He's thrown nothing but sliders. If I was the batter, I'd move up in the box and do my best to try to poke this in the right field with 2 outs, 2 on, and a 2-2 count. Excuse me, 3 on. The bases are loaded. That 2-2 pitch. Way too far outside, but it gets a good ricochet, and the throw to the plate is not in time. Sliding in under the tag is Haggerty with the second run of the inning, scoring on a wild pitch. And everybody else moves up a base. Makes it 4-2 in favor of McLennan. 3-2 offering. Foul tipped into the mitt for strike 3. For McLennan in the 4th, they get 2 runs. They do it on 2 base hits, no errors, and there was 2 runners left on base. We played 4 in our new scores, McLennan 4 and Tyler 2.
Whether you're fast-tracking toward a rewarding career or building the foundation for advanced studies, you'll find a path to success with one of McLennan Community College's 140-plus degree and certification programs. MCC works for me.
McLennan Community College can give you the tools you need to meet your goals, whether you plan to fast track toward a successful career or lay the foundation for advanced educational opportunities. MCC works for me.
I mean, just to walk in here and see.
Well, now with a 2-run cushion, Zeno Zagort back out to the hill to face the 9-hole hitter, then top of the order for Tyler here in the 5th inning. Anthony Martinez leads it off. He homered the first time he came up to the plate against Zagort. Takes a pitch on the outside for ball 1. Had to get the belt buckle out of the way of that one. 2 balls and no strikes. Martinez now hitting .229 on the year. Pops this one up. His 17th game to appear in. His home run was his 3rd, and he now has 10 RBI. Two and 1 the count. Nice slider just at the letters in the heart of the plate for strike 2. Fights off a pretty good pitch there for Martinez. the 9th spot in the order for head coach Brett Doe. Buzz the tower with that fastball. Now let's see if he comes back with Uncle Charlie. That's what Martinez almost deposited on Lakeshore Drive his last time up, was a breaking ball. He's probably looking for it right here. But it's up and in. He's the first walk given up by Gino Zagoric. It leads off the 5th inning. And now here comes the head coach, James Leverton, out of the dugout. I believe he may have the hook with him. That's going to be it for Zagoric. He's going to go 4 innings plus a batter. Giving up 2 runs so far that are earned on 4 base hits. He walked only 1 and struck out 3. But the longest outing of the year for Gino Zagoric ends with 1 batter reaching here in the 5th inning. Highlanders go to the bullpen. Who do they have here? This will be Hawk Bowers. It'll be our first time to see Hawk Bowers this year. I guess an injury of some sort has kept the right-handed sophomore on the sideline until now. 6'1", 185-pounder out of Denton, Texas. I'm not sure I have any information from a year ago on Bowers, because he has not pitched any this year. I do not. But I know he was part of the team a year ago and was one of the main arms out of the bullpen for McLennan last year. 32 games deep into the season this year, and he's finally getting a chance to get back on the mound. Again, Zagoric went through the batting order twice, giving up a couple of runs on 4 hits. Now, 3 of the 4 hits were extra base hits. Matter of fact, the Apaches batted for the cycle off of Zagoric, a single, a double, a triple, and a home run out of their 4 hits. But he still leaves the game with the opportunity to be the winning pitcher, I do believe, even though he has not gone 5 innings. They may have had him on a pitch count. He leaves the game having thrown 54 pitches. So now it's Hawk Bowers against the top of the order, James Raychick. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. Raychick is out of Plano West High School. Started the day hitting .203. He's 0 for 2 in this one so far, which has dropped his average below the Mendoza line. Takes a pitch down, 2 balls and no strikes. If you're going to miss down is where you want to miss, but you need to throw strikes. That should be a strike at the knees. Sure enough, it is. 2-1 the count on James Raychick. 16 hits collected this year, 6 doubles and 2 home runs. Not much of a lead for Martinez at first. Pitch is a little nubber out toward the first base side. Throw over to first base by Hawk Bowers gets the out on Raychick, 1-3, but it moves Martinez down to second base. Tying run at the plate here in the top of the 5th, and Davis Perkins, who's 0 for 2. Slider is up and away for ball one. Perkins 0 for 2 with a ground out to second and a strikeout. All of that against the starter, Gino Zagort. Perkins leads the team in runs scored with 34. Takes a pitch for a strike, bottom part of the zone. The borderline call goes the way of the pitcher. There's 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out, runner at first base. Highlanders on top 4-2. They have out hit Tyler 6-4. I have corrected a scoring error. Sliders at the top of the zone for strike 2. Back in the 3rd inning for McLennan, Brendan Ziegler's been credited with a single on that ball that was hit behind the bag at second that Fergens ended up in a rundown between second and third. I called it the fielder's choice. We changed it to a single. Ball's hit over the first base dugout. So 6 hits now for the Highlanders. Just 4 hits on the board for Tyler. 1-2 the count. Bowers checks second, and his delivery is fouled off. Perkins hanging in. Freshman out of that football factory known as South Lake Carroll. They have some pretty good baseball as well. Spin to second base and throw the ball away. There was no need to even throw the ball. That's an error on the pitcher that allows Martinez to move down to third base. Not even knowing what you're doing there. He wasn't anywhere near being off the base. Looked like Bowers somewhere in mid-throw decided to not throw it, but it slipped out of his hand. Now the 3rd run for the Apaches, just 90 feet away. Bowers misses outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got a 2-run lead and a runner at second base. Worry about the guy at the plate. Get him out. On the outside corner at the belt. Perkins watches it for strike 3. Second time he's struck out today. That's the 4th strikeout for Highlander pitching and the 1st for Hawk Bowers. So 2 outs with a runner at third, and here's the 3-hole hitter Landry Stamps. Doubled with 2 outs in the 1st and came around to score in the triple by Koch. He flew out to center field to end the 3rd inning, so 1 for 2 in the game for Landry Stamps. He takes the first pitch on the outside corner above the knees for strike 1. Fastball just misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sophomore from Keller is hitting .341 with his 1 for 2 today. All speed is low and inside. 2 balls and a strike. Runner at third is Martinez. Ball hit in the air out to left field. Going back is the left fielder Dickinson, and it is gone. An opposite field 2-run home run for Landry Stamps, and we're all tied up at 4 apiece. One of those runs goes on the ledger of Gino Zagort. Second run belongs to Hawk Bowers. Landry Stamps is team leading 9th home run of the year. Got RBIs 31 and 32. Two outs, nobody on. Here's Ben Koch. He hits the first pitch on a skimmer out to the shortstop Fergens. He'll throw it across the diamond and record the out. That ends the inning, but not before Tyler gets 2 runs. They do it on 1 base hit. There was an error in the inning, and there was nobody left on base. Head to the bottom of the 5th with a new score. It's Tyler 4 and McLennan 4.
I mean, just to walk in here and see all these fans supporting us is unreal.
That's all you try to do is go out there and focus and do your job and just keep making one pitch at a time.
We on our way to the top, yeah, yeah, yeah. We on our way to the top, yeah, yeah, yeah. They gotta sit back and watch, yeah, yeah, yeah. We on our way to the, we on our way to the, yeah. We on our way to the top.
Look, make sure you mention my name with the greats. Whole lot of talk, but it ain't no debate. We light it up like we causing an accident. But it ain't no mistake. Seated at the table, I carry the weight. They want the beef, so we hide the steaks. Bust in the kitchen and fire the chef.
We on our way to the top, yeah, yeah, yeah. We on our way to the
Right-hander Tyler Chapman returns to the hill for the Tyler Apaches. Here in the bottom half of the 5th inning, he came on with 2 outs and a couple of runners on in the 4th. Gave up one of those runs on a wild pitch. He also hit a batter and got a strikeout. Bases 3, 4, and 5 in the Highlander batting order here in the 5th. Tyler Ness leads it off 0 for 2. Takes the first pitch slider down and in for ball 1. Chapman seems to rely on that slider quite a bit. I think nowadays they're, well, instead of a slider, what are they calling those pitches? That's up in the zone for a sweeper. Yeah, 1 ball, 1 strike. Starts way outside and then comes into a left-handed batter. Lined up the middle into center field for a base hit. Tyler Ness now with an 11-game hitting streak and has reached base in 12 consecutive. Leads off the 5th with a single for McLennan. Here's Cooper McEnroe. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. Only has 4 home runs on the season. I'm saying he's overdue for a round tripper. There goes the runner. The pitch is taken inside, and the catcher loses the handle before he makes the throw, and Ness has the stolen base. The lead run in scoring position with nobody out. Tyler, stolen base number 4 on the year. McEnroe is the Highlanders RBI leader with 33. Trying to recapture the lead here. If he can get something in the outfield with Ness's speed, he should be able to score. Sliders on the outside corner at the belt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Excuse me, no balls and 2 strikes on McEnroe. Swing and a miss. McEnroe down on strikes for the 2nd time. Second strikeout, pardon me, for Tyler Chapman since entering the game. Now here's Samuel Jenkins. Jenkins 1 for 2, put the ball in play twice now with the fielder's choice, and then the solo home run that gave the Highlanders a lead back in the 4th inning. Checked his swing on the pitch, didn't check it in time. No balls, 1 strike. 1 for 2 today has put his average at 344. The home run is team leading 11th with 28 RBI. There goes Fergens the third. The pitch is outside. The throw is on the wrong side of the bag, and Fergens is safe. Ness being very aggressive on the base paths. Gets his second stolen base. Now Jenkins just needs to get something to the outfield. They're going to bring the infield in to try to cut off the run here in the fifth. That's a line into the gap in right center field. Ness can walk home from third base. Headed for 3 is Jenkins, and he'll be there with a head-first dive. RBI triple for Sam Jenkins. Recaptures the lead for McLennan at 5-4. Third triple of the year for Jenkins. RBI number 29. And now he's at third base with 1 out for Michael Peavy. Takes the first pitch on away for ball 1. Peavy's 0 for 2, but put the ball in play twice on a ground out to first base and a ground out to shortstop. Now the catcher, Anthony Martinez, wants to go out and talk to Tyler Chapman. There is a right-hander getting loose in the Tyler bullpen. Not sure what Martinez saw here, but having a nice conversation with his pitcher. Yeah, Peavy's job here is to get something to the outfield and bring home another run. He's 0 for 2 today. He's dropped his average to 216, but again, he's putting the ball in play. 6'1", 175-pound freshman out of Houston. That hits him. I don't think that's what the catcher went out there to talk to him about. That's the second hit batter for Chapman and the third for Tyler pitching in the game. Puts runners at the corners and also brings Brett Doe out of the dugout. We'll see if he's got the hook with him or this is just a conference about defense here in this situation. Appears to be a conference about the defense, considering we see it a lot at the junior college level, maybe a little bit more at D1 than we've seen in the past, but when you get runners at first and third, they're going to make the change. Anyway, they're trying to pull off the double steal where the runner from first will take off and either fall down or try to get into a rundown or whatever and give that runner from third base a chance to score. That could be part of the discussion, but also they're changing pitchers. Third pitcher of the game for the Apaches is Austin Shirley. 6'1", or make that, try again. 5'11", 180-pound sophomore from Cypress Ranch, Texas. Austin Shirley taking over for Tyler Chapman. First time that the Highlanders will see the right-hander Austin Shirley. Some numbers on Chapman. He only goes 2/3 of an inning. So far, he's given up a run on 2 base hits. He walked nobody and struck out 2, but he also hit a couple of batters. Now it's Austin Shirley on the hill. If we can find you some numbers on Austin Shirley. This will be his 10th appearance of the year. He has started 6 games this year. He's 1-2 with no saves. 23 and 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 29 runs. 26 are earned on 38 hits. He's walked 11, struck out 15. Opponents hitting .373 off of Shirley, who has a 9.89 earned run average. Mentioned up near the start of the game that Tyler has scored 301 runs coming into the game. That's compared to just 224 for McLennan. But when you look at the pitching stats, McLennan's pitching staff has only given up 97 earned runs. Tyler has given up 161 earned runs. So, what do they say in baseball? It's pitching and defense. Pitching is what's been carrying the Highlanders so far. All right, you got runners at the corners, one out. Good contact guy at the plate in Brock Lulowitz. Defense playing back for the double play, a throw to first base to keep Peavy honest over there. Peavy has 3 stolen bases in 4 tries this year. Lulowitz trying to get his way out of a slump. 0 for 1 in this one with a comebacker to the mound. He's also walked. Lines this one into right field, and that's going to fall in for a base hit. 1 run score. The runner from first will head to second. It's going to be an RBI double for Brock Lulowitz that breaks his slump and gives the Highlanders a 6-4 lead. Still 1 out. Now 2 runners in scoring position for the 8-hole hitter, Brett Haggerty. Hit by a pitch his last time up. Came around to score, scored on a wild pitch. He's also rolled into a 5-4-3 double play. Let's hope that double for Lulowitz, which is his 4th of the year, gets him out of his funk. Picked up his 14th RBI. First pitch to Haggerty is strike 1. 6'6", 240 sophomore out of the state of Washington. Takes a pitch around the shoulders. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's a day where you don't really have to hit the ball hard. You just have to hit it good out toward left field, and it'll fly out of the ballpark with the wind blowing out to left at about 10 to 15 right now. The 1-1. Slider is out. 2-1. So Austin Shirley comes in and gives up a double. The 2 runs in the frame belong to Tyler Chapman. 2-1 pitch. Fastball on the outside corner at the knees. Good pitch from Austin Shirley to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Way outside, and once again, Martinez saves his pitcher by going beyond the left-handed batter's box to keep a pitch from going to the backstop. Fills the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Haggerty has to believe he's going to get something to drive here. He took a hack, got under it, and sent it straight back to the backstop. 3-2. Haggerty appeared in 3 of the 4 games against Northeast Texas, just went 1 for 7. But picked up a couple of RBI in that series. Another 3-2 pitch, all speed on the inside corner with a slider, and it's taken for strike 3. First strikeout for Austin Shirley and strikeout number 5 for Tyler pitchers. Now there's 2 outs and 2 runners in scoring position for the 9-hole hitter, Brandon Dickinson. He singled his last time up. Brought his average up to 182. Fouled off the pitch. Just a little late on the fastball, but still got a piece of it. Brandon 5'11", 180 is sophomore. from Little Elm, Texas. Trying to add to his 4 RBI here. Off speed, probably should have pulled the trigger. Strike 2. Peavy at third, Lulowitz at second. 0-2 pitch. Check swing gets by the pitcher out to the second baseman, Fingelson. He'll throw it to first base, and that will retire the Highlanders in the 5th, but they come up with 2 more runs. They do it on 3 base hits. There was no Tyler errors, and there was 2 Highlanders left on base. We played 5 on our new scores. McLennan 6 and Tyler 4.
RJ's Bargain Center is your home team for appliances at unbeatable prices. From refrigerators to washers, dryers to stoves, you'll find brand new appliances with huge discounts. And just like your favorite local teams, RJ's is proud to support our community and local sports. Score your savings today at RJ's Bargain Center, 711 Lynn Street, Waco. Call 254-224-6178. RJ's Bargain Center, where big savings are always a home run.
Need video?
New pitcher for McLennan as the Apaches come to bat here in the top of the 6th. Taking over the 3rd pitcher of the game for the Highlanders is Gavin McCullough. 5'10", 205-pound sophomore out of Austin. And the right-hander's first pitch breaking ball is in for strike 1 to the second baseman, Cal Fingelson. Fingelson is 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out to right field. The 0-1. Swing and a miss over the top of the breaking ball. Try to get you some information on McCullough. That one bounces in. For Gavin, this is his 5th appearance of the year. They've all been out of the pen. He's picked up a save, but he's only thrown 3 innings so far, giving up no runs on 2 hits. He has walked 1 and struck out 1. I think that's strikeout number 2 of the season for Gavin McCullough. Strikeout number 5 for Highlander pitching in the game. Now here's the left fielder, Noah Patty. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of flyouts. Takes a pitch inside corner for strike 1. Patty's average has dropped 6 points. Fouls this one off first base with his 0 for 2. He has scored 18 runs this year and plated 19 RBIs. Out of his 7 extra base hits, he's got 4 doubles and 3 homers. Behind the count at no balls and 2 strikes, and that curveball bounces in front of home plate. McCullough saw some action with the Highlanders a year ago. Tried that same pitch, and it bounced again in front of home plate. Two-two offering. Ground ball out to the shortstop, Fergens. He surrounds it, picks it up, and throws it to first base in the nick of time, and Patty's out 6-3. So two gone. Here's the first baseman, Reed Graham. A strikeout and a flyout for Graham in the game. Tall drink of water out of Waxahachie. Hitting 270 at this bat. Takes a pitch for strike one. Check the swing. They appeal to first base. Gary Benton said, yeah, he went. No balls and two strikes. McCullough trying to make it a 1-2-3 inning and does so with that pitch in the dirt. Peavy throws down to first base to complete the strikeout. Nice inning for Gavin McCullough out of the bullpen. 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Our score remains McLennan 6 and Tyler 4.
Need video or audio solutions? Lighthouse Streaming, a full-scale media agency, can transform any event. Check this out. We're talking live streaming that's crisp and clear, event audio that hits every note, and church video and audio solutions that'll enhance worship. Corporate events, we got those on lock too. From concerts to conferences, Lighthouse Streaming and Audio makes your vision shine. Book your appointment now at lighthousestreaming.com or call 254-252-4206 for a free consultation. Let's elevate your event and light up the stage.
MCC is
Jacob Newsom, the new pitcher on the mound for the Apaches as the Highlanders come to bat in the top of the 6th. He'll face Peyton Fergens, Brendan Sigler, and Tyler Ness, the top of the order, taking over for Austin Shirley, who goes 2/3 of an inning, gave up no runs on a hit. He walked nobody and picked up a strikeout along the way. So here's Jacob Newsom to face Peyton Fergens, who is 1 for 1. And gets this one through the 6th hole. Now he's 2 for 2 in the game. He's also walked and been hit by a pitch, so he's been on base every time he's come to the plate. Now here's Brendan Sigler, a 2-run home run in the 1st, a single in the 3rd, a strikeout in the 4th. Fergens draws a throw over at first base. He is one of the top base thieves for the Highlanders. 15 of 18 in the stolen base department. Highlanders have been running in this one. They've got 4 stolen bases in the game already. There goes Fergens. The pitch is out, and the catcher drops the ball. Fergens will be safe at second base. His first stolen base in this one. Stolen base number 16 on the year. Now in the scoring position for Ziegler. He's already picked up 2 RBI in the game. Takes a pitch on the inside corner at the belt. No balls and 2 strikes. Two for 3 in the game has brought his average up to 408. He started the day hitting 400. Swing and a miss. Newsom picks up his first strikeout, 6th strikeout for Apache pitching. Out number 1 here in the 6th with a runner at second base. Here's Tyler Ness. Ness continued a hitting streak of 11 games with a single his last time up. Came around to score after he stole second and third. And scored on the triple by Sam Jenkins. There goes the runner to third. The throw is going to get into left field. Fergens gets up. Throw from the left fielder is not going to be in time. Stolen base for Fergens to get him to third, and the error on the catcher brings him home. 7-4 in favor of McLennan. I've said it 100 times, you never have enough runs in junior college baseball. First error of the game that I have on my scorecard for the Apaches. Oh, 1 pitch. Fisted foul. Pretty good job by Ness to even get a bat on that ball that was up and in. Ten for his last 19 at the plate for Ness. Popped that one foul, just protecting the strike zone there. As Newsom sunk down Laredo with that sidearm delivery. Kind of a funky look to it. Fourth pitcher of the game for the Apaches in this one. Another 0-2 pitch on its way to Ness. That's driven out toward right field and deep, going back to the right fielder Raycheck, but before he gets to the warning track, he will make the catch for out number 2. Yes, with a bid for his first home run of the year, falls a little short. So 2 outs and nobody on. Here's Cooper McEnroe. Coop is 1 for 2, or make that 1 for 3 with a single and 2 strikeouts. Takes a pitch inside for ball 1. That slider hits the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wind still pretty heavy out toward left. About 10 to 15. 1-1. This is high and away. No pity the left fielder playing extremely deep for the right-handed hitter on this windy day. Two, 2-1. Popped up. It's going to get out of play. That might hit the roof. Gives us deuces wild at 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. In the bottom half of the 6th inning. Highlanders have padded their lead up 3 now. It's 7-4. Newsom Has the sign. Rocks back with his 2-2 offering. Slider misses low and away. He takes it full. Graham, the first baseman, playing well off the bag at first. On the way, ball 4. McEnroe with a patient at bat works a 2-out walk. 19th walk he's collected this year. He's on for Sam Jenkins, who's halfway to the cycle and probably has the 2 most difficult parts, the home run and the triple. He's also rolled into a fielder's choice and scored 2 runs and picked up a couple of RBI in the game. 2 for 3 has brought his average up 10 points to 351. Hits the first pitch on 1 hop to the first baseman. Graham gloves it, steps on the bag, and ends the inning. McLennan, though, in the 6th gets 1 run. They do it on 1 base hit. There was an error, and there was 1 man left on base. We played 6. Our new scores, McLennan 7 and Tyler 4.
MCC has definitely benefited me most on not only what I want to do, but who I aspire to be. Expect every professor to help you become who you want to be and more. Create your own success at MCC.
Whether you're fast-tracking toward a rewarding career or building the foundation for advanced studies, you'll find a path to success with one of McLennan Community College's 140-plus degree and certification programs. MCC works for me.
Right-hander Gavin McCullough out for a 2nd inning of work. After working a 3-up, 3-down 6th against the Apaches, he faces 8, 9, and 1 in the batting order here in the top of the 7th. McCullough, the 3rd pitcher of the game for McLennan. Gino Zagorek started it, went 4. Hawk Bowers threw an inning. Now Gavin McCullough working on his 2nd inning. Landon Miller starts it off 0 for 2 with a pop out to the catcher and a strikeout. 0 for 2 has dropped his average 24 points. He started the day at 200. Takes the pitch up and in for ball 1. And this is not Landon Miller. We got number 14 at the plate. This is Noah Felton. So Felton getting a chance here in the 7th for the Apaches. In the DH spot in the 8-hole. 6'3", 200-pound freshman from Legacy High School there in Tyler. Takes a pitch up high. Let's find some numbers on Noah Felton. Just batting 111 on the year, but ahead in the count right here at 3 balls and 1 strike. Just the 4th game he's appeared in. He has 1 hit and 9 trips to the plate and picked up an RBI. The 3-1, down ball 4. Leadoff walk to a guy hitting 111 here in the 7th. Now here's the catcher, Anthony Martinez. Apologize for the wind noise, but the wind is picking up. Martinez takes a slider for a strike. He's been on base twice and scored both times. A solo home run in the third, walked to lead off the fifth, and scored on the 2-run homer by Landry Stamps. Throw to first base. Diving back to the bag is Felton. Martinez has raised his average up to 227. And now has scored 9 runs on the year. Pitch is taken outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Felton does have a couple of stolen bases on the year. Down 3, I'm not sure he's going here, but he's certainly getting a decent lead. We're in the 7th. The game is scheduled for 9. 1-1 pitch stays above the shoulders. 2-1 the count. Highlander defense remains the same with Brandon Dickinson in left, Sam Jenkins in center, and Brendan Sigler in right. McCullough, 2-1 offering, and a breaking ball that's fouled off. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Infield for McLennan, Cooper McEnroe at third. Nathan Ferguson's the shortstop. Tyler Ness at second base. Brett Haggerty at first. Michael Peavy has gone the distance behind the plate. Felton gets his lead from first. The 2-2 pitch. This is low and outside. A snap throw gets away from Haggerty, but not so far away that the runner can advance. Three and 2 the count on the 9-hole hitter. Guys at the bottom of the order trying to set the table for the top. Another throw to first base. No tag attempt this time on Felton. He slides in safely. Two pitches down. Back-to-back walks to the 8 and 9-hole hitter has brought the tying run to the plate here in the 7th. That's going to get a visit from the pitching coach, Peter Stark. He just wants to talk to his pitcher and catcher here. This conversation is all with the pitcher, Gavin McCullough. Maybe talking some mechanics here, trying to help him find his groove. He has to find it against the top of the order. James Raychek, who is 0 for 3 with a couple of comebackers to the mound and a pop up to the second baseman. To Martinez was just the 8th he's collected this year. Raychek, the sophomore from Plano West, hitting 195 with his 0 for 3 today. Got him below that 200 mark. Pitch is taken outside and low for ball 1. 3 walks issued by Highlander pitching, 2 of those by McCullough to start the top of the 7th. The 1-0. That's still low. 2 balls and no strikes. Got to find a way to bring it up a little. Give the umpire something to call. Right now, I got to believe that Raychek is taking no matter what's thrown here. Left it up. It's 3 balls and no strikes. Davis Perkins waits on deck. He'd love to bat with the bases full and nobody out. Low ball 4. 3 consecutive walks. Loads the bases for the Apaches. And that brings out the head coach, James Leverton, with the hook. McCullough's going to go an inning. So far, has given up no runs on no hits, but he's walked 3 and struck out 2. It's kind of all or nothing for McCullough as the third pitcher of the game for McLennan. So he leaves the game in favor of Charlie Kincaid. Charlie Kincaid's a 6'4", 235-pound sophomore out of Dallas. Out at Highland Park High School. For Kincaid, this will be his 11th appearance of the year. Most of that's out of the bullpen. He has had 3 starts. 3 wins, 1 loss, no saves. 18 and 2/3 innings. He's given up 9 runs that are earned on 17 hits. He's walked only 3 while striking out 23. Opponents are hitting .243 off of Kincaid, who has a 4.34 earned run average. Right now, he's just trying to defuse a bases loaded situation with no outs here in the top of the 7th. Highlanders up by 3. It's 7-4. Right now, they need a ground ball out that could maybe be turned into a double play. Highlanders will be back here at home on Wednesday of this week. A 2-game conference series against Weatherford. It's a huge series for the Highlanders if they want to be part of the conversation when it comes to postseason play. Weatherford right now in first place in the conference along with Grayson. Conference standings has Weatherford and Grayson both at 13 and 3, and they've already played each other. They split the 4-game series against each other. Temple's in 3rd place at 8 and 4, then McLennan at 7 and 5, Cisco at 8 and 8, Hill at 6 and 6, got Vernon at 5 and 11, North Central at 2 and 10, Ranger at 2 and 14. So right now the Highlanders still in contention for a postseason spot. You need to finish in the top 4 to get into the postseason. Now, just because you don't finish in first place in your conference doesn't mean you don't have a chance to go to the JUCO World Series. The Highlanders have done that several times, finished as low as 4th in the conference and still made it to Grand Junction. So here's Davis Perkins, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out to second. And the first pitch hits him. Perkins will take the RBI. His 18th RBI of the year. Makes it a 2-run ball game again as Felton scores. Everybody moves up a base. So not only is the tying run aboard, but the go-ahead run is at the plate, and Landry Stamps, who's 2 for 3 with a double, a home run, 2 runs scored, and 2 RBIs. And he hits the first pitch, backhanded by the first baseman Haggerty. He goes to second for 1. The relay throw to first gets by the pitcher covering the bag, and that will allow a second run to score. And we're all tied up. So Stamps hits into a fielder's choice. Perkins is erased 4-6. But that allows Martinez to score the second run of the inning. And then Raychek able to score on the throwing error. It's a 3-run frame, and we're all tied up at 7 apiece. And there's just 1 out, and Ben Koch, the cleanup batter, at the plate. And he bunts the first pitch. Third base side. It's a beauty. He's safe, and so's everybody else. Good idea by Ben Koch to keep the rally going. Moves Stamps down to second base. And now the go-ahead run in scoring position with 1 out. 7th batter of the inning. Cal Fingelson at the plate. Fingelson all the way from Sydney, Australia, playing in Tyler. Stands straight up and down at the back of the batter's box. First pitch is inside. A throw down to third base is not going to be in time, and they got a double steal. Stamps with a stolen base. Coke down to second. Now the go-ahead run just 90 feet away. Maybe that was a giveaway that Stamps, or that Fingelson was standing with his feet together in the back of the batter's box, just trying to make sure that the catcher, Peavy, didn't have a good look at third base on the steal. He fouls this one off over the first base dugout. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 for 3 in the game with a single between a fly to right and a strikeout for Fingelson. Comes in with the top average of those starting with a .458 average. It's dropped 6 points. Pitch gets away from Peavy. Go ahead run coming home to score. Will get there safely. Did I say you never have enough runs in junior college baseball? A 4-run 7th has given the lead to Tyler now at 8-7. These two teams played earlier in Tyler this year, and McLennan came away with a 13-7 win in that one. Infield going to play in with 1 out and a runner at third. Fingelson trying to sneak something through. Kincaid hits the outside corner. Ball pops out of the mid of Peavy. But the count's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just 1 out. 7th batter of the frame at the plate in Fingelson. Trying to give Tyler a 2-run cushion for the first time in the game. Bounced in, Peavy blocks it. Fingelson not so anxious to swing at a pitch that's not in the zone. Three balls, 2 strikes. The pitch lined right back to Kincaid. He stops it and will underhand to first base to get the out. Good reaction by Charlie Kincaid to catch that one up by his left ear. And the presence of mind once it popped out of the mitt to make sure the runner wasn't leaving from third base and get it over to first for the out. So 2 away now, and it's up to Noah Patty, who's 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Fastball's up and away for ball 1. Nope, popped up, out of play. Fair ball inside the bag at third. That's going to bring home Cope. Going into second place with a double is Noah Patty. Five runs in the inning for the Apaches. And they send the 9th batter of the inning to the plate in Reed Graham, who's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a fly out to center field. Started off with 3 consecutive walks and a hit batter. That'll always get you in trouble. Fastball is hit off the end of the bat to the first base coach's box, foul. Just 2 hits in the inning. plus an error. Ground ball to Fergans, a shortstop. He surrounds it, gets it over to first base in time, and that will end the inning. But the Apaches go on the warpath for 5 runs on 2 hits. The Highlanders commit an error, and there's 1 man left on base. Head to the bottom of the 7th with a new score. It is Tyler 9 and McLennan 7.
Whether you're fast-tracking toward a rewarding career or building the foundation for advanced studies, you'll find a path to success with one of McLennan Community College's 140-plus degree and certification programs. MCC works for me.
McLennan Community College can give you the tools you need to meet your goals, whether you plan to fast track toward a successful career or lay the foundation for advanced educational opportunities. MCC works for me.
I mean, just to...
Highlanders have some ground to make up. Down 2 for the first time in this game, 9-7. They've out-hit the Apaches 10-7, but they've also made 3 errors to 1 for the Apaches. Catcher Michael Peavy leads it off. 0 for 2, hit by a pitch his last time up. Jacob Newsom on the hill for his second inning of work. Fires a pitch low and away for ball 1. Newsom in his 1 inning of work so far has given up a run on a hit. Walked 1, struck out 1. Pitch misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Peavy hitting .216 with 8 hits on the year, a double and a triple, with 11 RBI. The 2-0. Taken for a strike on the outer third at the knees. It was a seesaw battle between these 2 teams last time they got together over in Tyler. Popped up. It's going to get out of play. Catcher's going to give it a look, but it hits the top of the third base dugout, occupied by McLennan. These 2 teams played over in Tyler after 7 innings. The score was 8-7 in favor of McLennan, and they scored 5 runs in the final 2 innings to come away with a 13-7 win. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch is inside. Borderline call goes the way of the batter. I think even if we had ABS at this level, which we don't, and I don't ever want, that probably was still ball 3. Line drive, foul. Down the third base side. trying to start a rally here in the bottom of the 7th after Tyler had a 5-run uprising in the top of the inning. Line drive, the shortstop dives and has it. Got it about knee high out of the shortstop's position. Peavy has a hit stolen away from him by Davis Perkins. Out number 1. Now here's Brock Lulowitz. Doubled home a run his last time up. He's 1 for 2 in this game. Brought his average up to 254. Ground ball. Third baseman has it on a big Baltimore chop. Stamps throws it across the diamond for out number 2. Going to get a pinch hitter for Brett Haggerty as Brody Cheer going to come to the plate for Haggerty, who went 0 for 2 in that 8th spot, but did score a run when he was hit by a pitch in the 4th. Sophomore from Parker, Colorado, going to get a at bat here. And we'll see if he goes in to play the field or not. Cheer hitting .260 on the season. Collected 20 hits. 10 for extra bases. 6 doubles, a triple, 3 home runs. Takes a first pitch strike. Also want the left-handed batter at the plate against the right-handed pitcher here with 2 outs in the 7th. High and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Defense remains the same for the Apaches with Pitty in left, Koch in center, and Raychek in right. 1-1 pitch, it's low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Infield has Landry Stamps at third, Davis Perkins the shortstop. Cal Fingelson at second base, Reed Graham at first. Anthony Martinez has gone the distance behind the plate for the Apaches. 2-1 offering. Swing and a miss on a fastball. Newsom shakes off a couple of pitches. Now decided on the selection. It's 2-2. That is hit high and deep to right field. The right fielder going back. It is treetop tall and over the wall. A solo home run for Brady Cheer. Brody with his 4th home run of the year and RBI number 28. Third home run of the game for McLennan. Now they're only down by 1 at 9-8. Pitching coach going to go out and have a conversation with Jacob Newsom here after the home run. Good job by the head coach, James Leverton, pinch hitting in the 8th spot here in the 7th. Bring Brody Cheer to the plate. Takes one down to the Bosque River behind the right field wall. Nine-hole hitter Brandon Dickinson waiting for the conference to conclude on the mound. There are 2 outs. Dickinson's 1 for 3 with a single in between a fly out and a ground out. Takes a slider on the outside corner for a strike. 1 for 3 today, 1 for 7 for his last 7 at-bats. Another slider, this one misses the plate. 1-1 to count. We're in the bottom of the 7th. It's a 1-run game at 9-8. Taken for a strike. Dickinson doesn't agree. Came to the plate with the bat in your hand, use it. Newsom stakes off a couple of signs from his catcher, Martinez. Now ready with the 1-2. That is lined into left field for a base hit. Dickinson, a 2-hit day. Collects hit number 12 of the game for the Highlanders. Puts the tying run on base for the top of the order, Peyton Fergens. Fergens is 2 for 2 with a couple of runs scored. He's also stolen a couple of bases, been hit by a pitch and walked. He has been very active on the base paths. 2 runs scored a game today gives him 34 runs now scored on the season. Takes a pitch inside for ball 1. Leads the team in walks with 34. Sophomore from Plano, came to McLennan by way of A&M Corpus Christi down on the Gulf. Ground ball, the first baseman has it and steps on the bag. Reed Graham on the second hop. Retires Fergens at first base for the final out in the 7th, but they get a run on 2 hits. There was no errors. There was 1 man left on base. After 7 complete, our score is Tyler 9 and McLennan 8.
I mean, just to walk in here and see all these fans supporting us is unreal.
That's all you try to do is go out there and focus and do your job and just keep making 1 pitch at a time.
We on our way to the top, yeah, yeah, yeah. We on our way to the top, yeah, yeah, yeah. They gotta sit back and watch, yeah, yeah, yeah. We on our way to the, we on our way to the, yeah, we on our way to the top.
Look, make sure you mention my name with the greats. Whole lot of talk, but it ain't no debate. We light it up like we causing an accident, but it ain't no mistake. Seat at the table, I carry the weight. They want the beef, so we hire the steaks. Bust in the kitchen and fire the chef.
We on our way to the top, yeah, yeah, yeah. We on our way to the
left-handed sophomore Gage Goldman is the new pitcher for McLennan, the 5th arm on the hill for MCC in this one. Taking over for Charlie Kincaid, who went an inning. Gave up a couple of runs on 2 hits. 6'6", 205 sophomore out of Victoria's Gage Goldman. Making his 5th appearance of this season. He's only gone 3 1/3 innings so far. The lefty's first pitch is outside for ball 1 to Noah Felton, who took over in the DH role when he walked to lead off that 5-run seventh inning for Tyler. 1-0 is again outside. Goldman in 3 1/3 innings has given up 2 runs earned on 2 hits. He's walked 2, struck out 3. Opponent's only hitting 154 off of Goldman, who has a 5.40 earned run average. I think you can say he's effectively wild. That's in for a strike at the belt. Goldman last year saw action in 15 games. 3 of those were starts. He won 2, lost 1. So he's now thrown 27 innings in his Highlander career. He still has an overall earned run average in the career of 9.00. Ahead in the count, though, at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, Noah Felton here. Felton looking for his 2nd hit of the year. Won't get it with that. Goldman picks up the strikeout. 1 out here in the top of the 8th. That is strikeout number 7 for McLennan pitchers in the game. Here's Anthony Martinez. He has been on all 3 times he's come to the plate and scored a run all 3 times. And all he really has to show for it in his batting average is a solo home run back in the 3rd, because he walked in the 5th and walked in the 7th. And takes the pitch inside for ball 1. He only came to the plate, or to this game, with 7 walks on the season, so now he's got 9. Got 1 less walk than strikeouts. Takes a pitch outside, 2 balls and no strikes. His 1-for-1 officially has raised his average to 227. Took something off of that one to get it in for a strike. 2-1 the count. And there's a strike 2. Need to note the defensive change for McLennan. That's all the way to the backstop to make it 3-2. With Brody Cheer batting for the first baseman Brett Haggerty, they've moved the center fielder Samuel Jenkins into play first base, and Brody Cheer has gone into play center field. Three and 2 the count. Outside ball 4. The 9-hole hitter, Anthony Martinez, has been on base all 4 times he's come to the plate, with 3 walks and a solo home run. Sets the table for the top of the order. And it will not be James Raycheck batting here. It'll be a left-handed swinger. It'll be Garrett Hayes. He watches the first pitch outside for ball 1. Hayes taking over in the leadoff spot for Raycheck. 5'11", 195-pound redshirt freshman out of White House High School over in the Tyler area. And the count at 2 balls and no strikes. This is the 28th game for Hayes to appear in, and that may be all that James Leverton can stand, as he's already out of the dugout and has made the call to the bullpen. So that's all for Goldman. He's going to get an out, 1/3 of an inning for Gage Goldman. But he walked 1 and struck out 1, and leaves the game in mid-count. The count of 2 balls and no strikes on Garrett Hayes. And the new pitcher is going to be Sean Waits. So Wade's taking over on the hill with a count of 2-1. On the left-hand hitting Garrett Hayes. Waits did see action against Tyler when these two teams met earlier this season. He went an inning and allowed 3 runs earned on 2 hits. He walked nobody and struck out 1. One of the 2 hits off of him was a home run. He also hit a batter. He's hoping for a better showing against the Apaches here. He comes in a situation in a 1-run contest, 9-8. There's 1 out and a runner at first base, and he's facing the top of the order in a pinch hitter in Garrett Hayes. For Sean Waits, his 8th appearance of the year. No wins, no losses, no saves. All of his action is out of the bullpen. 17 1/3 innings. He's given up 14 runs. 12 are earned on 22 hits. He's walked only 2 while striking out 9. An opponent's hitting .306 off of Waits, who has a 6.23 earned run average. Now, if the batter Hayes ends up walking or getting on base, he will be the property of Gage Goldman. If Waits should strike him out, then it will be Waits' batter. That's the way I read the scoring rule book. So a count of 2 balls and no strikes on Hayes. Waits delivers a pitch on the inside corner at the knees for strike 2. Waits 6'3", 225 sophomore from Bossier City, Louisiana. Trying to diffuse a little jam here in the top half of the 8th. 2-1 pitch is out. 3-1 the count. Davis Perkins waits on deck. Hayes has collected 19 hits on the year. 7 for extra bases, 5 doubles, 2 home runs. He's got 12 RBI. Hits the ball on the ground. The second baseman, Tyler Ness, can't get to it as he rolls into right field. I believe that base hit goes on the ledger of Gage Goldman. And now the batters start for Sean Waits with Davis Perkins. Perkins is 0 for 3. He was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded in the 7th inning to pick up an RBI, but he's also grounded out and struck out twice. He hits the first pitch into center field for a base knock. Martinez being waved around. The throw's going to go to third base. RBI single for Davis Perkins. Makes it 10-8. In favor of the Apaches. Still just 1 out and 2 on. There's the 3-hole hitter Landry Stamps. He's been trouble for the Highlanders all day. It's the first pitch and pops it up. First baseman Jenkins is able to get under it. It's an infield fly situation, so didn't have to catch the ball. Infield fly, batter's out. So 2 outs now. And if 1 run is all that occurs out of this, that's a blessing for the Highlanders. Here's Ben Koch, the center fielder. He is 2 for 4. Bunt single his last time up. Drives this one toward the gap in left center field. Getting over is the left fielder Dickinson, and he makes the catch for the 3rd out to retire the side. A bid for extra bases. Dies in the mitt of the left fielder Brandon Dickinson in the 8th. For the Apaches, they get a run on 2 hits. no Highlander errors, and there was 2 runners left on base. Head to the bottom of the inning with our new score. Tyler 10 and McLennan 8.
RJ's Bargain Center is your home team for appliances at unbeatable prices. From refrigerators to washers, dryers to stoves, you'll find brand new appliances with huge discounts. And just like your favorite local teams, RJ's is proud to support our community and local sports. Score your savings today at RJ's Bargain Center, 711 Lynn Street, Waco. Call 254-224-6178. RJ's Bargain Center, where big savings are always a home run.
Need video or audio?
Brett Doe goes to his bullpen again here in the bottom half of the 8th inning and sends Chris Langley out on the mound. 6'3", 195-pound sophomore from Keller. He's making his 12th appearance of the year. 3 wins, 1 loss, no saves. He faces 2, 3, and 4 in the Highlander batting order here in the bottom of the 8th. First pitch to Sigler is up high. Brennan is 2 for 4 with a 2-run homer, a single, and 2 strikeouts. Langley misses high and away. He's the 5th pitcher of the game for the Apaches. Trying to hold the Highlanders at bay here in the final innings. Set his 12th appearance of the year. And for a strike, 2-1. 20 1/3 innings for Langley. He's given up 11 runs, 9 earned on 17 hits. Walked 13, struck out 19. Opponent's hitting .221 off of Langley. He has a 3.98 earned run average. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball. A little late with the bat. Sigler has his average at .404 at this at bat. 2-2 pitch. Popped up, foul, going to get out of play. That'll end up at the amphitheater beyond the right side of the diamond. Our south wind is dying down some here late in the afternoon, down to about 5 to 10. It was up to 25 at times, blowing out to left field and helped a couple of home run balls. Another 2-2 offering. Breaking ball, that's hit toward the gap in right center field. Center fielder getting over, dives, can't get to it. It'll get to the wall. Right fielder backing it up. Sigler is going to be stopped at second base with a leadoff double. 3-hit game for Brennan Sigler. Raises his average up to .410. Third time this year he's had 3 hits in a game. His 12th multi-hit game of the year for the Highlanders, which is the most by anybody on the club. So the tying run is at the plate with nobody out. And Tyler Ness, 1 for 4 with a run scored when he singled to lead off the 5th. Lines this one into left field. Sigler going to be stopped at third as that one got to Pitty in a hurry. But the Highlanders have met Chris Langley with back-to-back hits and put the tying runs aboard here in the bottom of the 8th. Brings up the cleanup batter, Cooper McEnroe. Ness now with a 2-hit day. His 6th 2-hit game and 10th multi-hit game. That's the second most multi-hit games by any Highlander. McEnroe hits the first pitch deep to center field. Going back is Ben Coke. Hits over his head and bounces off the wall. 1 run is scored. The runner from first being held. It's an RBI double by Cooper McEnroe, which makes it 10-9, still in favor of Tyler. McEnroe adds to his team-leading RBIs with his 34th of the year. He's got a 2-hit day and picks up his 7th double of the season. Now here's Samuel Jenkins now playing at first base. Singled earlier in the game, takes a pitch outside for ball 1. Ness is the tying run at third. Go-ahead run at second, and Cooper McEnroe. Jenkins is 2 for 4 with a home run and a triple. Takes that one, gets away from the catcher, but not far enough away for the runners to advance. Good hustle by Anthony Martinez, the catcher. McEnroe now has 10 multi-hit games to tie Ness. Breaking ball above the zone apparently. 3 balls and no strikes. Rolled into a fielder's choice in the first. A solo home run to start off the 4th. Tripled home a run in the 5th and scored in that inning as well. His last time up, he grounded out to first base. 3-0 pitch. He had the green light and fouled it off. Saw something he liked. Couldn't keep it between the lines. Ness represents the tying run at third. McEnroe the go-ahead run here in the bottom of the 8th at second. Line drive out toward left field. The left fielder going back, makes the catch, tagging at third and coming home to score is Ness. The runner from second tags and gets to third base. Sacrifice fly from Samuel Jenkins ties this game up at 10 apiece. His 3rd RBI of the game for Samuel Jenkins. And now the go-ahead run just 90 feet away with 1 out for Michael Peavy, the catcher. Peavy is 0 for 3, been on base with a hit batter. He lined out to the shortstop on a diving play by Perkins his last time up. Infield playing in to cut off the run. Slider's in for a strike. Freshman from Houston. Looks out to the right-hander. Takes a breaking ball at the knees for strike 2. Brock Lulowitz waits on deck. Been a back-and-forth battle between these two teams. 20 runs on 24 hits between the two clubs. The 0-2. Slider out and away, wouldn't chase it. Good discipline at the plate from Peavy there. He has put the ball in play every time he's come to the plate except when they hit him with a pitch in the 5th inning. 1-2. Slider on the outside corner, called strike 3. Peavy out looking on a borderline call. So now here's Lulowitz. Brock with an RBI double back in the 5th. Is 1 for 3 in the game. He's also walked and had a couple of ground outs. Good contact, bat at the plate. Takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. And this is a guy that came in, had a strikeout in 10 consecutive games. Takes a pitch that's a strike just at the belt on the outside third. Great eye at the plate. 23 walks on the year against just 9 strikeouts. But again, not once has he struck out in the last 10 games. Trying to stretch that to 11 here. Pitch is low and away. Catcher Anthony Martinez frames it a little bit longer, hoping to get a change of plan from the home plate umpire. 2 balls and 1 strike. Just trying to sneak something through here to get the go-ahead run across here in the bottom of the 8th. Popped it into the screen behind home plate. Brody Cheer waits on deck. He helped the Highlander cause with a pinch hit home run back in the 7th and went in to play center field. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Call strike 3 on the outside corner. Lulowitz out looking. First time he struck out in 10 games. It ends the 8th, but the Highlanders scored twice. They do it on 3 base hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We go to the 9th, and our score is Tyler 10 and McLennan 10.
Need video or audio solutions? Lighthouse Streaming, a full-scale media agency, can transform any event. Check this out. We're talking live streaming that's crisp and clear, event audio that hits every note, and church video and audio solutions that'll enhance worship. Corporate events, we got those on lock too. From concerts to conferences, Lighthouse Streaming and Audio makes your vision shine. Book your appointment now at lighthousestreaming.com or call 254-252-4206 for a free consultation. Let's elevate your event and light up the stage.
MCC is definitely.
Sean Waits returns to the hill. What is this? 6th pitcher of the game for McLennan. He needs a 3 up, 3 down, and then at least a run in the bottom of the 9th to pick up the win in this game. As we're all tied up at 7 apiece. Cal Fingelson leads it off, and he hits a fly ball out toward the gap in right center field. The right fielder, center fielder converge. They can't get to it. Brody Cheer will get it back in, but it's a leadoff double for Fingelson. His 2nd hit of the game. Fourth double of the year for Fingelson. Go ahead, run in scoring position. See if Patty is bunting here. 3rd baseman, 1st baseman, both creeping in, expecting it. Sure enough, he squares the bunt, but pulls back on the pitch low and away for ball 1. A double, the 10th hit of the game for the Apaches against 15 for McLennan. Shortens up the bunt, takes a pitch. It's on the outside corner for a strike. Gave him a tough pitch to bunt. Patty doubled his last time up. He's 1 for 4 in the game with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Slider outside. Great job by Peavy, the catcher, to keep that one from getting to the backstop. We're in the top of the 9th. We're all tied up at 10. Bunted at it and missed. Tried to push that up the first base line. So now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Redshirt sophomore from Carthage trying to move the runner. Waits 2-2 pitch. Just at the bottom of the zone, and the borderline call goes the way of the batter. Payoff pitch, fouled off. We'll do it again. Another 3-2 offering. Swung a miss for strike 3. Big strikeout for Sean Waits there. His first of the game. 8 strikeouts for Highlander pitching in the contest now. And we're going to get a pinch hitter in the 7th spot for Reed Graham. Graham, the first baseman, was 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts, a fly out and a ground out. With the right-hander coming to the plate. Coach wants a lefty on the mound, so he's going to take Sean Waits out and bring in the left-hander. Michael Roberts was the pinch hitter that came in. We'll see if he stays in the game. As these 2 coaches try to figure things out here. Win this one in regulation. 7th pitcher out of the pen for the Highlanders is A.J. Grizzaffi. He did not see any action against the Apaches when these 2 teams met earlier in the season. 6'1", 160-pound left-handed freshman out of Boerne, Texas, is A.J. Grizzaffi. Some numbers on Grizzaffi. His 9th appearance of the year. He's had 1 start. That was against Ranger in conference play. He's also had 1 shutout. That was against Hill. He was part of a shutout in that particular game. In his 10 2/3 innings, he's allowed 8 runs, 7 earned on 10 hits. Walked 8, struck out 13. Opponents are hitting .244 off of Grizzaffi, who has a 5.91 earned run average. He's in to get out the right-handed pinch hitter Micah Roberts in the 7th spot in the order. Noah Felton would be the batter behind him. He also hits from the right side, as does Anthony Martinez, the 9-hole hitter. Now that's the reason for the change here, is just to change it up, with the percentages, the lefty against the righties. Sean Waits leaves the game after going 1 inning. He's given up no runs on 2 hits, but he does have property on the base paths with Fingelson at second base. He is the go-ahead run here in the top of the 9th. Michael Roberts steps up to the right side and hits the first pitch in the air to right field. Sigler gets under it, makes the catch. The throw to third base is a good one, and he's going to be out at third trying to advance. What a great throw from Brennan Sigler to get the runner at third, trying to tag and go to third on the fly ball to right field. Show off that arm, Mr. Ziegler. 9-5 for the putout for Tyler in the 9th. No runs on a hit, no errors, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the 9th with our score. McLennan 10 and Tyler 10.
MCC has definitely benefited me most on not only what I want to do, but who I aspire to be. Expect every professor to help you become who you want to be and more. Create your own success at MCC.
Whether you're fast-tracking toward a rewarding career or building the foundation for advanced studies, you'll find a path to success with one of McLennan Community College's 140-plus degree and certification programs. MCC works for me.
Apaches send their 6th pitcher out to the mound here in the 9th inning. It's their closer, Beck Sullivan, 5'11", 180-pound redshirt freshman out of Waxahachie. His team-leading 14th appearance of the year. They're all out of the pen. He's got a win, a loss, and a save. 20 innings pitched. He's given up 14 runs. Only 9 are earned off of 14 hits. He's walked 18, struck out 22. Opponents only hitting 189 off of Beck Sullivan, who has a 4.05 earned run average. And Brody Cheer is the first Highlander to face him here in the bottom of the 9th of the game, tied at 10 apiece. Cheer hits a long fly ball to the gap in left center field, and it's one hops the wall. He'll go to second with a double. So Brody Cheer comes off the bench, hitting in the 8th spot, and has a home run and a double. And he represents the winning run at second base. 7th double of the year for Cheer. Brandon Dickerson at the plate. You got to believe his assignment is to bunt him over. He's 2 for 4 on the game with a couple of singles. Infield is playing in, looking for the bunt. He shows bunt early and foul tips it into the mitt for strike 1. When it comes to the bunt, many times the situation calls for it, but you don't see it simply because as Clint Eastwood would say, a man's got to know his limitations. The coach has to know whether or not he's got a player that can pull it off properly. Apparently he feels confident that Brennan Sigler can get this done here. No balls, one strike. He's swinging. Pitch is inside, he gets the way out of it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Still got the corners playing in. Now the catcher, Martinez, steps out and delivers some defensive signals to his teammates. 20 runs on 26 hits in this game. And we're down to the 9th inning, nobody out, and the winning run at second base. Fouled it off on a full swing. Tyler was in the wheel defense with the shortstop headed to third base to cover the bunt, allowing the third baseman and the first baseman to try to field the bunt. But now it's 0-2. Do they leave the bunt on? Bunt wasn't on that pitch. Dickinson trying to put it in play somewhere and move the runner. Middle infield now at double play depth halfway. 1-2. That's hit down the right field line. If it holds his head up, it is a fair ball. Brody Cheer coming around and will score. It's an RBI double for Brendan Dickinson that wins it for the Highlanders in the 9th. They try to chase down Dickinson out in center field to congratulate him on the game winner. But the Highlanders in the 9th get a run on 2 hits. No errors and 1 man left on base. Makes our final score Tyler 10 and McLennan 11. Well, this one was a back and forth battle. They finally saw the Highlanders score 3 runs in the last 2 innings to overcome a deficit and send their record to 25-7 on the year. Final line score, the Highlanders get 11 runs on 17 hits. They committed 3 errors and they leave 10 runners on base. For the Tyler Apaches, they get 10 runs on 10 hits. They committed 1 error and they left 6 runners on base. A.J. Grizzathy will get credit for the win. The loss goes to Beck Sullivan. And it took us exactly 3 hours to play this 9-inning game. Won by the Highlanders by a score of 11-10. So McLennan's record runs to 24-7, or make that 25-7 on the year. Tyler falls to 22-15. McLennan has taken the series with Tyler, winning over in Tyler earlier this year 13-7, winning at home by 11-10. Next action for the McLennan Highlanders will be right back here at McClinton Field at Bosque River Ballpark on Wednesday of this week when they host the league-leading Weatherford Coyotes in a conference series. First pitch of the doubleheader scheduled for 12 noon. We hope you will join us for that. Until then, I'm Lark Smith, reminding you the final score today is McLennan 11 and Tyler 10.
Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, founder and CEO of Lighthouse Streaming. Over the last 4 years, we've had some tremendous successes, none of which could have been accomplished without you, our clients, and our viewers. From my family and the staff of Lighthouse Streaming, thank you.